Back in the days of dial-up tones and screens of glowing blue, two kids just 12 years old, searching for something true. I was breathing Pennsylvania air, she was out in Kansas wheat. 1,000 miles of highway between the places we would sleep. Talking through the midnight hour, building up a spark. Two voices on the telephone, whispering in the dark. Well, I swung a hammer all damn summer, sweating with my dad, sailing every dusty dime and dollar that I'd had. Traded all that blistered skin for a winter ticket west, heart beating like a freight train, drumming in my chest. I stepped off that airplane, Christmas in the air, saw her standing in the terminal, met her in her hair. Oh, puppy love on the open plains, a fire in the snow. Just two kids who didn't know which way the wind would blow. Through the miles and the mistakes, the heartaches and the beds, they wrote a line from lovers to a pair of lifelong friends. We figured out what loving meant, hidden from the cold. Just a couple wide-eyed kids acting brave and bold. Then the winter storm froze and grounded every flight, a weather-bound miracle giving me one more night. I went back home to Keystone soil, the phone lines kept us tied. The distance is a heavy ghost that's mighty hard to ride. Second trip out to the plains, the truth began to fall. I was cleaning out her automobile with story left untold. Found a love note tucked beneath the ashtray on the dash. I held it up and asked her why my temper burning fast. She swore it was her uncle's pen, said my jealous mind was slow. So I bit my tongue and played along with nowhere else to go. I flew back home to PA thinking everything was fine, till the cheating tooth came ringing down that long distance line. She blamed it on the lonely, and Lord, I felt it too. But I'd walk through hell and back just to be with you. 5 years went up in smoke, left me hollowed out and blind. A bitter, heady lesson about the trusting kind. Oh, puppy love on the open plains, a fire in the snow. Just two kids who didn't know which way the wind would blow. Through the miles and the mistakes, the heartaches and the beds, we rode a line from lovers to a pair of lifelong friends. Well, the years went rolling down the track, we walked our separate lines, just an occasional hello to see if we were fine. Then a letter in my mailbox said, call me if you will. Staring at her handwriting, my trembling hand stood still. I was scared to open up that door, scared of the unknown. But I swallowed down the history and picked up the telephone. Now the air's cleared between us, the bitter turned to sweet. Deep talks and a steady bond that time could not defeat. She's sharp as a tack and knows my soul better than the rest. Sometimes the hardest roads we walk are the ones that turn out